the type of person that you probably want to take dress shopping or whatever, because I'll be like, I don't know. The rolls hanging. We have a good time. And look at this. She is Mother Teresa, my daughter. Yeah. Mother Teresa. She is like a
Come
Haley.
out here and say hello.
Come on.
Come up to the camera real
She's like
close.
Haley, but she has a period this week. She's a motherfucker. Oh my god.
No.
She just doesn't get along with normal people.
Storm is in love with her, but he has a girlfriend, but I'm having an affair with Storm. All right, that's
I'm
okay.
leaving. I'll
See?
see you later.
See what see what I mean? Gab, we're teasing. See how it is? She's 18. Oh, I can't believe it. We
She's
just
hot.
have
She's
so-
crazy hot.
But you know what?
So-
She's beautiful, but she doesn't even know it. So
That's
we have
ridiculous.
her going off
Hopefully
to
she'll
school.
grow into that.
We have a lot of dynamics. I'm moving in July. The dynamics here are like we always with our. It's just a like I can't even explain it. And she's hot. Look at me. I go out with her. She's like the American Gladiator. You know, she was Lace.
Yeah.
The first American Gladiator. She goes out. She's a blonde bombshell. She's freaking jacked from head to toe. And I come out and she's like, you really need to go work out tomorrow. I'm like, fuck off. But I think she's stereotyped, you know, like a lot of people are. Like, you're this, that, the other. And what I learned is she is a great person. I would do whatever for her and her kids. And you know what I like about it? I can come over and I can say to Haley, like she was before, Judy, just shut the fuck up. Like when I came out, when you came here, she was like, you look like a tool. Go back inside. I go, my husband just walked in. I wanted to get the hell out. And she, you know, I love her. And we could say whatever we want to each other. And we have this friendship. And I love that. Like, I think being from New York, I love that. I love just having people that love you for who you are. You can have what, you know, or believe in anything you want, but love each other. Okay, last year I had a bad sinus infection and I came to her New Year's Eve party here. And we actually had stayed at a hotel on the other side of town on the beach. She dragged me out of the car and said, you're not fucking going anywhere, bitch, and wrestled me on the front lawn with my sinus infection. And I go, oh, there's Storm's girlfriend. Uh-oh, she hates me because I love him.
Because you're
He's
his
so
girlfriend.
hot. But Storm loves Gabby.
And you.
Storm is in love with my Gabby.
Yeah.
That's why he took the shirt off.
My name is Tracy, and I am mother to Haley, Storm, and Steele. I'm stepmother to Little Pete, Michael, and Brandy, and I'm grandmother to Peyton, oh my God, can I get it right, Savannah, and Noah. So I've been divorced for 7 years, living the single life. I'm a single parent, almost an empty nester. I have one son living at home, and he's kind of like my my parent. He's my chaperone. He makes sure that I'm home safe, and we kind of do everything together. But at the same time, he's really kind of like my bodyguard too. He watches over everything that I do. All three of the kids kind of let's say have their 2 cents about who I date, and most of the people they don't like in general. And I guess that's the reason kind of why Haley moved out. Haley moved out right after we were divorced. Peter and I were divorced, her stepfather. And we moved to this house here in Jupiter. And she finished her senior year here, and we just found like we were fighting about everything. She wasn't sure she wanted to go away to college. She had all these college volleyball scholarships. She was an amazing, amazing volleyball player. So, and then she finally said to me after like, I had exhausted like 9 years of my life coaching her volleyball and thousands and thousands of dollars traveling all over the country and paying for Brazilian volleyball coaches. She said, no, I just want to go to college and have fun. So she decided to stay here and go to Palm Beach Community College with her best friend Jenny. And we decided that it would be in her best interest and mine for our relationship for her to move out and have her own apartment and gain some independence, because she also discovered we were the same size in clothing and the same size in shoes, and things would just go disappearing. And then all of a sudden I'd see them on Facebook or MySpace and her friends are wearing like my Louboutins. Therapy would probably save me a lot of money in shoes. I own probably several sports car collections of Louboutin shoes. I don't know, it's just something about the red soles, and I've got to have the ones that nobody else has, and they have to be a certain price or I won't even look at them. And I don't know, it's just it's the one thing that I really, really like to indulge in. Well, Haley and I really, I wear a size 8 or 38. She wears a size 8.5 or 38.5. But when there is a red sole on the bottom, she will scrunch her toes and make it fit. Hervey's, Hervé Leger dresses, like the bandage dress, that sucks everything in. She would, all of a sudden, she knows my work hours. So she would come and steal my clothes when I'm not home. And funny story, so one New Year's Eve, I'm getting ready for New Year's and I'm getting ready to go out and I go to look for this dress I know I'm wearing to a great party. And Haley is in LA with her stepdad and my stepson Michael. And I text her, I'm like, Haley, I'm looking for that dress that I got at Intermix in Bal Harbor. I don't have it, I don't know where it is. And I just got it, the tags were hanging on it. Wow, I haven't seen it, I'm getting ready to go out, da 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 da. I ended up having to wear something else, which I really didn't like. And several days later, I see pictures of Haley in LA in my New Year's Eve dress, and I was like, that's it. Now I not only have to kick you out of my house, I have to put security codes on the doors and locks on my closet. I had this dress that I loved. It was a Hervé dress that I wore to a wedding. And I was accusing both Storm and Steele's girlfriends of taking the dress because I really didn't see Haley in that color. The dress was missing for a year, for an entire year, and I'm like, maybe the housekeeper sent it to the cleaners, it didn't come back. And I really thought one of the boys' girlfriends took it. And I had my eye on one, and I'm not going to say which one. So anyways, all of a sudden, this year on New Year's Eve, Haley and I have a table at Players Club. And I said, Hale, I'm not really sure what I'm going to wear. Could you bring some dresses over, and maybe we'll find something together? She comes over with a freaking dress that was missing for a year and a half, that I was accusing everybody of stealing. She had in her closet for a year and a half. Peter and I met when I was 28, and he was... I don't really know because he used to lie to me, and he used to tell all his friends to lie to me about his age. But I believe at that time he was 45, 46. But he was telling his friends to lie to me and tell me he was 40. So anyway, I went with that. But anyways, we met, and he actually employed me. I met him, and I became a trainer and a dietary consultant for his company. And he had an amateur triathlon race team. He and his ex-wife were big racing enthusiasts. They both ran and cycled and did all that whole triathlon thing. And so when he initially hired me, it was to do fitness stuff. Since our divorce about 6.5 years ago, Pete and I have always tried to maintain a good relationship for the kids. We haven't always been successful at that. We've had total lockout periods of time where we have not spoken for literally months. And, and then, I don't know, I always say he starts playing the kids into it and saying your mom, da-da, he just manipulates. I think he's a manipulator. But in the end, I know his intentions are always good. We get along as long as it's about things that have to do with the children. If it's anything to do with my lifestyle and who I'm dating or who he's dating, it's like an all-out war. We just don't agree with who the other person dates. And Haley is so independent. She really does not require a boyfriend, a relationship, or even a friendship. She's kind of she's like a free bird. She does her own thing. She had a boyfriend in high school, one that I didn't like or approve of. So he used to sneak in the window in this house. He would sneak in, climb up and shimmy up the wall. He would tiptoe across Storm's bedroom, and then they would sneak him in for the night, and then they would sneak him out before I got up in the morning because I really didn't care for him. This guy, who now I have come to really like him, just as a person, and he's been a big supporter of my family and even her brother Storm and Steel. But as my daughter's boyfriend, I didn't like him. But you know, come on, when a kid shows up and he's got an incredible green Hulk tattoo on his back, and this is your daughter's first boyfriend, you're like, Joe Santoemo, probably not going to be the best guy for your girl. Her second boyfriend was Chris Bolstad, and he's a professional baseball player, which works out perfect for Haley because she has a lot of time with her friends, and she doesn't really have to see him a lot. So it's an easy relationship for her to manage. But she's actually a really good girlfriend. She's very sweet, very devoted, but her friends and her family come first, absolutely. We get along okay if we're all out together and having a good time. We get along fun. And then all of a sudden, like, if I want to have more fun, then I love to dance. I just love to dance, and I love house music, and I guess I dance provocatively, but most of the time I dance by myself or I'm dancing with my girlfriends. I generally don't dance with a guy unless I'm in a relationship. And she doesn't always approve of my dancing moves and styles, but I have had stripper pole dance lessons, and so, you know, I use some of my skills. Because honestly, she's the mother hen of all her friends. She's the designated driver. She's the one who tells her girlfriend, don't talk to that guy, he's a loser, you've had too much drink, you're cut off, put your legs together, you know, pull your dress down. She really is, she's very solid as a person. I mean, my biggest thing with Haley is I wish she would go out and have more fun. I wish she'd go. I mean, she's always in places that are fun. She does like the coolest stuff. She's in LA, she's in New York, you know, she's in South Beach. She's always going to the great places, but I see her just like babysitting all of her friends, and I'm like, just go, like, let loose and have a good time, you know? And she just I think, you know, just being the oldest, maybe she feels like she's got to be responsible, and she knows she has really irresponsible. So I just was up in Long Island, and I got Still an apartment a month ago because he can't tolerate living in the dormitories with his roommates. And I walked in, and he has an illuminated stripper pole with a full-on laser light show that makes you feel like you're in Live at the best club in Miami. And then it's like all automated to like music and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, this is really what I'm paying for you to go to college for. They invite girls over. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I was impressed. I mean, I'm impressed that he could like put this whole thing together and stage it. The light show was amazing. And then like the whole stripper pole thing, it was like, I just wanted to take a spin, but obviously not with my son there. My youngest stepson and Haley have become really close, especially since Haley has turned 21 and she's legal. And all of her friends and her look like supermodels. Mike seems to be really interested in a social life with Haley. Generally, he's like, Haley, come to the club in South Beach. I'm buying. I have a table, but you need to bring friends for me.
Yeah.
Haley, come to LA because guess what? We're going to do New Year's Eve and we're going to blow it out, and I got a table, but bring Chelsea. Haley, let's go out to Peanut Island, which is like this awesome island in Palm Beach, and everybody takes their boats there, and you go hang on a Saturday, and it's bikini-clad girls and drinking and just music blasting everywhere, and tiki bars and stripper poles and sliding boards into the water. And Mike will call Haley up and be like, "Hell, you want to go out on the boat today? And why don't you bring like Haley and Jenny and like Chelsea, and you know, bring some friends, you know." So it's always about who Haley can bring. I mean, of course Mike's going to have a good time with Haley because Haley's always fun, and she's kind of like a magnet. She seems to attract people wherever she goes. Even if she goes alone, she will attract other girls. And they always say like a guy's best, you know, like sidekick is another girl, because that kind of like draws more attraction. And of course Mike and Haley are close in age, and they like to do the same things and the same music, and he just likes to be seen with her.
Okay, I am Linda, and I'm the grandmother of all of these beautiful children. Tracy's my daughter, Haley, Storm, and Steele are my grandchildren. And Steele, oh my gosh, this is the coolest kid you've ever seen. He is the freest child, and he always has been. And his nickname is The Body, because He
or
loves
Swaggy.
himself.
Swaggy,
Yeah,
P. Diddy,
Swag. Well, he
Big
loves
Daddy,
himself.
Daddy, Big Daddy, Bigger Daddy.
And-
P. Diddy, Swaggy, Daddy, who goes, look at this girl, check her out. She's calling me, hit me up, check her out. I'm the body, look at my shit, motherfucker. That's Steele, okay? I know that's Steele. Look at it, I'm going, let's go down to Rachel's, which is a strip club. Let's go here, let's go there. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere with you. He is the funniest kid. He is truly the funniest kid.
24 hours
He's
a day.
hilarious.
He could fill the camera for 24 hours a day
one-liners,
and not
he's very
stop.
smart.
He wouldn't
so
stop.
He could come back at you one-liners one after the other, and that's why he's
He
hilarious.
doesn't stop.
Alright, my name is Storm. I'm 22 years old and I work in investments. I'm the bad guy, I would say. The most hated on. Last in line, the last priority. But I'm by far the coolest in my opinion, most people's opinion. Definitely the smartest. It's not even me being that smart, it's them being kind of retarded. Fitness, I'm into fitness just because I want to look good. I played sports my whole life. That's basically why I work out, is to stay in shape.
There he is, and look at this. Shit.
Awesome.
Okay. My brother Steele, he's playing lacrosse in New York at Hofstra University. I think he likes it up there. He's always partying. He's posting pictures on Instagram at 3, 4 in the morning of bottles and shots and just stuff, and knowing he's got school the next day, lacrosse practice, so I think he's having fun. And I'm not sure about his grades, how those are doing. We never know about that, but for a freshman, he's getting a lot of playing time on the field. In my eyes, lots of people's eyes, I would consider myself one of the most popular kids in Jupiter. I would say I'm probably I have my head on the most straight. Yeah, I mean, I'll party, I'll go out and drink, I'll have fun, but I'm not every single night or, every single weekend, both nights of the weekend going out partying. I'll go out and have fun, but I play in a lacrosse league too, so I gotta wake up on like Saturday mornings and go play. So my girlfriend I've been with for the past 3.5 years. In the beginning, things were a little rough. I cheated on her a few times, but the past, I would say 2.5 years, 2 years have been pretty good. I think some girls are a little jealous. I think some guys are jealous of me, and girls are jealous of her.
Jenny Schwartz. I'm 23 years old. I've known Haley since I was probably 11 years now. We've been best friends since the first day that we met. Oh, I'm in nursing school, I guess, in Baltimore, but I come down here all the time. I visit. Me and Haley, when we're separated, we're probably, I guess, not normal people, but close to normal people. But then when we get together, we're insane. We're on a different level than everybody else. Probably Haley and I are best friends, probably because we like doing the same things. We like drinking a lot. We like having fun. We like going out. We like hitting on guys. We like when guys hit on us. We like, I don't know, everything. We like doing the same stuff. We're down-to-earth girls, I will give you that, but we get crazy and we like to have fun. She's, I guess, not a bitch, but like a brat until you get to know her. She'll walk her. She's flashing me right now. That's our personality, I guess you could say, showing me her tits. I love them. They are my second family. They're crazy. They're unlike any other family I've ever met. They will fight. They'll do crazy shit, like at random times. They're random. I guess you could say they're very random. They like to dance, like just in the, like I'll come over in the middle of the day and they'll have on like techno music, and they'll all be like dancing together on like the bar or on like the couches, and it's just a good time. Everybody, we all just like to have a good time. It's like constant for them. It's like a constant, like they're constantly spontaneous, they're constantly crazy, they're constantly like off the wall doing crazy shit, where I'm just like in Maryland at home. In Baltimore, I'll be like, in my room, like studying, and like when I come down here, that's when I get wild. I'll say the Stockstills are a lot more grounded, and whereas like the DeGeorge, they just don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. No, it's really, they don't give a fuck about like a lot of shit that they do, and that's why they do a lot of like insane stuff. And
I'm Haley, and I'm in the middle of a giant clusterfuck with my entire family. The only normal, level-headed person trying to keep everyone in line while doing my own thing and opening my own business. I have a pretty unusual, messed up family, pretty much because we're blended. My mom and my stepdad were married for 10 years. They were together for probably 15. There's a bunch of us. I have 4 brothers. Being the only girl and the only normal one in the entire family is pretty hard at times because they want to talk over me, whatever, so you learn to pick your battles wisely, especially if you're with 4 boys. I grew up pretty much living with my stepdad, who took care of everything, spoiled me, my mom, and my brothers, pretty much took us over his own kids, moved us away from his family in Connecticut, moved us down to Florida to be with my mom and me and my brothers, to them getting divorced, but him still being fully in love with my mom, wanting to be with her, but then both dating different people at the same time, to us moving here, moving out of my stepdad's house, me living by myself, my brother going in and out of my mom and my stepdad's house. Oh my god.
Why? What's going on? What are you looking at?
Jenny's tits. Storm humping Jenny from the back. They're the ones that hooked up while him and Marissa were dating. Storm's the quiet, laid back, lets things slide until everything hits the fan, and then he'll jump in and get involved. My little brother Steele thinks he's entitled to everything. He'll go into the Gucci store, take my mom's credit card, spend thousands of dollars, and then blame it on someone else in the family when it's 100% him. Mom and Steele, like, they're like the same person, but like, obviously, boy, girl, different age group. They go at it like no other, argue with each other. We call her Tracy because she's crazy. T-R-A-Z-Y, so Tracy and Steele will like start butting heads. But if anyone else tells a joke, no one else's joke is funny but Steele's. Steele's the only funny person. He's her baby, so obviously he's like on the pedestal. No matter what he does, he's never wrong. She has her own opinion. It's not always motherly, and that's kind of where we like separate, because I'm, like I say, the normal one in the family. I want everything structured. I want everyone to get along. I want my mom to tell my brothers and everyone what to do, and she just is laid back. So we'll fight like sisters, and we'll fight like mother and daughter. I'll try and discipline my brothers, which doesn't work because obviously they don't listen to anyone in the family. Tracy always tries to yell at me and tells me I steal her Louboutins and I ruin them. She borrowed my Chanel boots and took them to New York to see Steele. There's black scuff marks up and down the entire thing. Paid for myself. That was an enormous fight. Mike's the playboy who thinks he's got everything going, but he really doesn't. Junior is the quietest of the entire family. He's got his own family, but kind of doesn't really get involved with everything. They live like out in the farms, so they got like their horses and their country going on, so they're kind of secluded out there and think that that's normal. Pete Sr. is going through like a midlife crisis. Trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life. He's already had his own family, had his own kids, took me and my brothers, raised us, and now obviously since that's like done and over with, he's trying to figure out what he wants to do in his next stage of life. I'm the peacemaker in the entire family because I'm the only girl who's here. I see both sides of everything. I'm close with my stepdad, I'm close with my mom, but I don't pick sides. I just try and bring peace in between everyone. I've worked since I was 15. My brothers never once worked in their life. That's why I argue with everyone saying I'm the only normal person in the family.
You have how many relationships going on right now?
Truthfully, I'm still talking to my, it's a complicated relationship. I'm dating a baseball player who just got traded again for the second time, so he's ways away. So there's other boys here that are kind of filling my time here while I'm not with him. No, I've been going down to Miami for a few years with my stepbrother Mike, 'cause he's obviously older than me, but yeah, now Mom sees all my pictures online and sees me going down to South Beach, and she thinks, oh, okay, well that looks fun, I could go down to South Beach. So she goes down with her friends and tries to post the same pictures on Facebook, and then Grandma just got a Facebook, so she sees Mom's pictures, and then Grandma's calling me, and it's just a huge argument of what Mom's doing, what I'm doing, what me and Mike are doing, everything. I'm 23, Mike's Mike just turned 28. Tracy, mom, she's 46 or 47, and it's like kind of a competition about who can go out and do this. So me and Mike kind of go out and do our own thing, and then mom goes out and does her own thing, and like it's like pictures are posting and people are calling and asking, why are you guys doing the same thing your mom's doing? Are you guys at the same place at the same time? It's like, no, I didn't know she was where. So then we'll go on and look at her Facebook, and Mike's like, what the hell is your mom doing? And he'll show his dad. And then Pete Sr. gets involved, and he's like, your mom, you need to get your mom under control. So again, I'm the mom of everyone. I got to try and control my mom. I got to control Mike. I got to make sure everyone's okay. It's a giant mess. Basically, from my mom going through almost a midlife crisis, going crazy, wanted to compete with me and my brothers, my family. It's my crazy neighbor whose son is inside rolling a blunt for my grandma, who's the holiest person in all of the land, to me and my brothers constantly arguing and complaining about everything. We're basically just a dysfunctional family who at the end of the day we all love each other, we get along, we put our differences aside, and that's basically what we are. Best friend just came out and told me the neighbor's son, who is literally a genius, got a full ride to Florida State, had offers from Princeton, was apparently inside rolling a blunt in front of my grandma, who's the absolute like biggest Christian in the entire world, drinks a bottle of wine probably once every year and a half, and now just took 2 shots and is watching my neighbor's son roll a blunt.
People, they always said, Judy and Ron, you should have your own reality show. It is a shit show. We can make, I mean, it's just the people that come over. But you know what it is? When it comes down to it, it's like, it's not even planned. We just have a good time with one another. And we love each other, and the dynamics with the kids. And we have like normal kids that are embarrassed, of their parents, or embarrassed of this and embarrassed of that. Even Haley, she is like, oh my God. She Facebooked my son the other day and said, when are you coming home? To take care of these people we call parents. We don't care.